Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today it is a match preview. It's Blackburn Rovers versus Luton Town. Now, like any other match preview, I did talk about the game before, which for Luton was against Sheffield United. Now, I felt Luton should have got more from the game against Sheffield United. I thought we were the better team. I thought we outplayed Sheffield United at times, and to come back home from that game disappointed that Luton didn't get the 3 points, against a team like Sheffield United. You'd be quite surprised saying that. But I was very disappointed because we created better chances. Sheffield United didn't even force many, I don't even think they did force a save out of Sluga. We defended well, but we let ourselves down a little bit going forward. We didn't take our chances. We should have created more chances. I felt Nathan was a little bit, slow on his substitutions. He should have made them a lot sooner, and he didn't. And then due to Campbell coming off injured, we had to change our tactical approach, which meant that we went a little bit more defensive than we needed to be. It wasn't good. And the reason why we had to go a little bit defensive was because we've got a few players out injured who are now slowly returning back, which will help us going forward. I think Nathan Jones came out this week and said that 90% of the squad is pretty much there. There's just the one or two players that are still carrying knocks. I got a feeling that Sonny Bradley will not play, even though he's available. I don't think he will play. Danny Hilton, Luke Berry as well. There's a few question marks there. So yeah, not everyone's fully fit at the club, but we've pretty much got a strong team ready for this Blackburn game, which we've got this weekend. So what are my thoughts for this Blackburn game? Well, firstly, it's great to have football back, championship football back after the international break. I felt international break came at the right time for Luton. I felt like we needed players to recover from injuries, and I think pretty much they have. A lot of players played in a development game midweek and got some minutes, which was important. Mendes Gomez, Sonny Bradley, Jerome as well. Players like that, they need the minutes. They haven't played too much first team football. So it was good for them to get like some sort of run out against a very good, Premier League side who have a development side, But this game against Blackburn, as I was saying, we've pretty much got majority of our squad apart from one or two players, and we kind of need to get back to winning ways now, because if we don't get a result against Blackburn, that's 3 games without a win in the league, which is something which you just don't want. You want to bounce back as quick as possible. We still haven't really bounced back properly from that Birmingham game. Yes, we got a reaction, but can we get the 3 points away to Blackburn? Now, 3 points away to Blackburn is a fantastic result. It doesn't matter what scoreline it is. If we get 3 points away to Blackburn, it's a good result. I think 3 points against any team in the championship away from home is a fantastic result. And even sometimes a point can be a good result depending on how the game goes. But you want to aim for the 3 points. Now, for me, Blackburn are not the same side compared to last season. I think they have got a little bit weaker, in my opinion. I don't think they've recruited the best. They recruited quite late as well. They're relying on their loan players, which they got from Premier League clubs, which is fair enough. Over the years, Blackburn have used the loan system quite well. Have they used it quite well this season? Well, time will tell. But I still don't think they've replaced Armstrong, which is going to be a massive loss for Blackburn. They are relying on a lone player to do that job. Big pressure on a youngster. Whether or not that will happen or not, like I said, time will tell. But when you lose a player like Armstrong, who scores 20 plus goals in the championship, it's very difficult to replace a player like that. I felt the team was built for Armstrong, and they managed to get the best out of him. I just don't think going forward Blackburn are the best. I just think they're just a weaker side compared to last season. Blackburn fans, they may disagree with me on that. I've spoken to a few Blackburn Rovers supporters, and they've also agreed with me that they don't think they're as strong as they were last season. So that could be a massive advantage to Luton. We have won at Blackburn previously since being in the championship, so we know we can do it. There's no like excuses there. We did lose last time at Blackburn last season, which was very disappointing because it was quite an even game. We had a goal which was off, which got ruled out. I think it was for a foul from a free kick or from a corner. I can't quite remember, but it was a 50-50 decision. Their goal which they scored was had question marks over it. But it's a brand new season. We need to forget about that and move on to this game where it's a fresh game. Can we get the 3 points? We do have a former Blackburn player in Amari Bell, who's started the season off very well for us. I think at the back, Luton were quite strong. We have kept 3 clean sheets so far, which is good. I think it's just that transitioning from defence to attack is where we need to kind of sort that problem out. And for us, because we haven't replaced Dewsbury Hall, and we all know the importance of him, I do think we are going to find it a little bit hard at times from now until January. I do think in January we need to find that player. We haven't replaced Dewsbury Hall correctly, in my opinion. Yeah, we've got players who are capable of, making a difference, but not to the standard of Dewsbury Hall, and that's just, the reality of, recruitment. You're not always going to bring in those types of players who can cause those problems. But anyway, against Blackburn, hopefully Luton, we're going to be on it. I'm expecting us to be fit and ready to go. The starting 11, which I think Nathan Jones will pick for the game against Blackburn, will be the exact same team that played against Sheffield United, in my opinion. I do think Reece Burke will start. I thought he had a solid debut and he looks very good. I really like Reece Burke. I don't remember him before, when he was at Hull, but this season that game was good. It looked like he's never left the Championship, which is a massive positive. I want Osho in that defensive midfield role. I thought he was outstanding. And a fantastic article came out this week from Sky Sports on Osho. And he feels like him playing in that DM role could really help him playing in the Premier League, because he has that ambition, and which is great to see. I love youngsters who have that ambition, who, are going to work hard and try and play in the Premier League, and they want to, make a name for themselves in the Championship. It's just great. It's really good to see. But I think the big issue for this game against Blackburn is, can we create chances? And when we do create those chances, can we take the chances? That's, I think, is our issue at the moment, from transitioning from defence to attack. But deep down in my head, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. My heart is saying a Luton win, but we will find out this Saturday against Blackburn. Blackburn have the ability to cause us plenty of problems with their attacking players, their wide players. Bradley Dack is obviously a player who has caused plenty of problems to many teams in the Championship. So we need to make sure that we are prepared for whatever Blackburn have to offer. But anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this match preview. Drop a like on the video if you did. Comment below your starting 11s and also your score predictions for this game against Blackburn. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.